Welcome to a Community Partners interview, where we explore the organizations, opportunities, and resources that look to make change in our daily lives. I'm your host, Lilly Cereghini, and you're listening to Voices for Ability Radio, all abilities, all the time. Today, I'm joined by Kevin Troake, who is the CEO for Concord in the City. Concord in the City is a day program for life, social, and job skills training for people with intellectual disabilities in Etobicoke and Brampton. Concord in the City Community Ability Initiative is a charitable organization. Their focus is on supporting adults with intellectual disabilities to gain job skills, independence, and working towards permanent housing. Thanks for joining us today, Kevin.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
So, Kevin, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what inspired you to establish Concord in the City?
Sure. I find any new business or something like that is usually a convoluted goat's trail to get you to one place to the other. And I think mine is very similar that way. I started out as a school teacher, and I taught for 10 years for the Peel and Toronto Board with a specialist in special education. And over the years of working there, I found that there was some gaps in the education system when it came to supporting individuals that weren't neurotypical. And I wanted to somehow make a difference in that or change that. And I found I couldn't do that in the present education system. So I left and I started my own day program called Concord in the City. And it started out very small. We rented a community center at Jane and Finch. And then from there, we slowly grew and we were on top of a sushi restaurant in Etobicoke for a while. And then from there, we're now at our present location on Lake Shore in Etobicoke and Long Branch. And then from there, we opened up another day program in Brampton. And the path to get there, as you can see, was fairly long. And during that time, there was a few antecedents that really encouraged me on this path. And the other one is I've also been running summer camps. So for the past 15 years, I've been running a summer camp called Concord in the City. Camp Concord. And that was an excellent experience for me. My background is also in summer camps. And I found a lot of the parents that came to camp, when they left camp, the parents would ask me, well, Kev, what does my kid do now? And that was something that always kind of stuck with me. And that's what really spurred me to start this day program. So yeah, camp was over and they had a great experience. And we also work on social skills and life skills, keeping a friend and making a friend and all those wonderful things. And then when it was over, there was nothing else. So I was like, oh, maybe we can, kind of invent something that would fill that time. And then when that was over, they'd go back to camp. And that's what we started with Concord in the City. And it's been doing this program for the last 7 years. So 14 years of a summer camp and 7 years of the day program.
Wow, it's been a hot minute. Very well done.
Yes, thank you.
While doing my research, I saw that you have a couple of programs that you offer. Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yes. So one of our primary focuses was always permanent jobs. And we know that to get a permanent job, you need to show something on your resume also. So part of Concord was volunteering and being out in the community as much as possible. So you would see us, we're in the floats at the Santa Claus Parade in Toronto, the what used to be the Scotiabank Marathon, which is now the Waterfront Marathon in Toronto. We volunteer there, and we're the people that hand out the shirts. There's an industrial bakery called Share Foods that we volunteer at. Canada Cartage Warehouse we volunteer at. We package and box items. Out in the community, we're helping with the city of Brampton, working with the city of Etobicoke. You would have seen us at the Mayor's Levee in Toronto with Mayor Olivia Chow, and also at the Mayor's Levee in Brampton with Patrick Brown. So we're doing all these opportunities for our guys, and then we notice that they're still not getting hired. And we felt as though we've kind of done everything that we could on our end for exposure and building a resume and showing that they can work, that we decided if nobody's going to hire them, maybe we can. So we pooled all of our money and asked for a lot of favors and saved up enough money to buy a coffee truck. Well, it was a UPS truck that then became an ice cream truck that then we turned into a coffee truck. And we've been using the coffee truck to train our participants, and then they are employed to work on the truck. And we found that this has been rather successful to the point that last year we went and also bought a trailer. So we have a coffee truck in Brampton and we have a coffee trailer in Etobicoke. And our baristas are trained in-house. And the other thing, oh geez, I love talking about Camp Concord. Concord in the city, so you're gonna have to excuse me. I go off on tangents sometimes. The
That's fine.
Okay, good. The just interrupt if I'm getting too long-winded. So play that up, the Oscar music that they play to kind of wrap it up or something. Yeah. So the neat thing about the coffee truck was one, we can train the individuals at the day program, and then they can get those real life skills because we're busy. So our coffee truck during the summer gets rented out twice a week, and we'll do maybe 400 or 500 customers in a day. So we're a real life experience in the coffee truck. And the benefit to that is our individuals get paid, they get the work experience that then they can move on and use those skills to apply to other places. And also the community sees us out there. They see that we can take your orders, that we can tell a joke, that we can remember you from last week. So there's a whole bunch of wins with the coffee truck that I find. And the other kind of neat thing too, because we have a firm belief of community over competition, we've had individuals that are not in our program stop by and really like the truck that have that are not neurotypical, and we'll interview them. And if they seem like a good fit, they'll also work on the coffee truck. So we're not just Concordians that can work on the coffee truck. We have about 3 or 4 baristas that just liked our program, and then they come and work on the truck also.
No, for sure. That's a very good thing because, I mean, there are going to be more people than just belong to Concord who definitely need a job, especially in this economy.
Yes, and we've been lucky enough that already since the program has started, we've had 2 individuals that have moved on from the coffee truck and now have permanent full-time jobs. And
Nice.
yes, so the program is slowly working. The only thing that's slowing us down right now is we need more people to drive the trucks and trailers. And once we get
Mhm.
that figured out, I think we'll be able to expand this program even further.
I also saw that you have a shop. What types of products can someone buy at your shop?
You mean our brick and mortar coffee shop that we had?
No, the online one, rather.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. So we about 2 times a year have a fundraiser where we ask non neurotypical individuals who have their own entrepreneur business, and we set up a fair, usually around Christmas time, and then usually another one in the spring. And these individuals make their own candles, their own Christmas cards, their Christmas ornaments. Some of them have prepackaged cookies and things like that. So they come and we rent the space and we advertise for them. And then they have their own shop set up at these fairs. And then the material that they do have, you can then also purchase through our website. So it's all individuals that have intellectual disability that are selling their wares.
Excellent. That's very good. Are there any restrictions to the services at Concord in the city, such as age, disability type, caregivers or family members only, that kind of thing?
For sure. We have no age. Usually, what we do is 21 and older because you can go to high school until the age of 21. And then after that, a lot of the services and supports drop off. So we usually start at 21 years of age. And our oldest client right now, I think, is 54. So age is not any discrimination. So any age can come. We are a 3-to-1 ratio, which means that we have 3 participants for every staff member. So the individual coming needs to be able to be successful in a 3-to-1 ratio.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty open and free. We
Thank you.
like that. All
Yeah.
right. Without using any names, can you share a success story with me? What supports were put into place when someone asked for help?
Okay. So an interesting individual, we'll just call her Anna. Anna was in our program at the Etobicoke location, and she had a fear of cooking and using the stove and oven. And we spent probably about 8 months to a year working with her, building up to using the stove and the oven, because part of our program is Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. We make our own lunches at program. We go grocery shopping on Monday. We buy enough supplies for Monday lunch, Tuesday lunch, and Wednesday lunch, and we prepare them in house. So Anna always wanted to cook, but was too scared to do it. So it, again, it took a while and patience and all those things that everybody needs to be successful. And she became comfortable around the stove, absolutely enjoyed baking. So we started with the things that she enjoyed. So we had the muffins and we had the cupcakes and the cookies and all those things to motivate. And then from there, we moved on to more challenging things. And through that, she got a job at a bakery full time.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
yes, what was her
That's
previous
awesome.
fear is now something that she does every single day, which is just one of those things that make you so excited when those moments happen.
No,
So,
for sure, for sure. Speaking
yeah.
as someone with an almighty sweet tooth, I support that decision. That's amazing.
Hmm.
Are there any events coming up for Concord in the city?
Ooh. Um, Shoot. You know what, Lillian? I think I might have to get back to you. I don't want to lie to you on the dates. I know that we have a 10-year anniversary coming up in May. That's going to be a big one for us, but I'd have to get back to you about specifics.
10 years, though, like I say, you guys have been at this for a while. Well done.
Thank you. Yes.
That's very good.
Yeah. And so, yes, that's it. We have lots of coffee truck gigs coming up that maybe we could post on your website also if people were interested, and then kind of know they can kind of come and check us out. That's something that we could do also.
Cool. Yeah, you'd have to talk to our social media manager about that.
Mm-hmm. No
So,
problem.
what is the one thing that you see happening over and over again to individuals with disabilities that shouldn't be, and how do you think we stop it?
That's a really good question. Uh, I'm going to say the limitations that people put on the individuals. And I think sadly, in the society that we're in right now, we're so busy that nobody takes the time for those couple more minutes to greet somebody or say hello and realize that they're just like us and they just want to be successful. They want to be a part of the community and happy. And I think if people slowed down a little bit more and gave other people chances, they would see how awesome all these people are. And it makes me sad that society has become this way. So, and I think that's one of the main reasons why we do the coffee shop and why we're out in the community so much, so that people see us as just individuals like them who who want to be human and happy.
Human and happy. I absolutely love that because with our current model of work, it demands the mechanization of the human being. And if you cannot work like a machine, we're going to replace you with a machine. And in the vast, vast majority of cases, that does not work. You don't have to have an intellectual disability or a disability of any kind for that not to work because it doesn't work. It's unsustainable and it's inhumane.
Lillian, I agree with everything you just said.
Well, thank you. If someone wanted to become a member or a volunteer with Concord in the city, what's the process for joining as a member or as a volunteer?
Sure. So we, as a member on our website there at concordinthecity.ca, you'll find a registration form, but we also highly recommend just setting up a meeting to come in and see the program. And I say this to every individual that comes to our program to see it, that you should probably go and see at least three others before you choose. It's important for that individual to find the right space to be successful. And some programs are different than others, of course, as you know, and some will be a better fit than others. So that would be the first step, would be filling out the forms and then coming in and seeing the place and kind of kicking the tires and meeting everyone. And then when it comes to volunteers, we're looking for volunteers to help out on the coffee truck, which would be wonderful for us. So, and again, that would be through the website there and sending us an email at kevin@concordinthecity.ca or info@concordinthecity.ca and express your interest in volunteering.
Thing that everybody needs to know about Concord in the city.
Oh man, so like a million things. But if I could narrow it down a bit, one of the neat things that I just wanted to say also, we do, as I previously mentioned, competition, community over competition. And the example I want to give that I'd love people to know is that every Thursday, our program gets together with 3 to 4 other programs. And we all decide on a location. We all get together, and maybe once a month it'll be bowling or something of that nature. And the other times we'll get together and go to Jacuzzi Park and all play a game together. At Christmas time, we have a bake off where we all bake cookies and we have judges come and judge the cookies, and we now have a little trophy. And what I'm trying to say is, one, this is a great social time for all of our guys to get together because there's probably about 50 or 60 of us. And it's to show that a business can run with like other businesses and not be intimidated. And I think that's really important to show that you can do it and not have this, um, you know, capitalism, greed kind of slant to it. And I think that makes us stand out different than other programs.
Hmm. No, for sure. I mean, a lot to do with the disability communities at large. So multiple of us, but is collectivism. Actually, it's not capitalism. That's the reverse of what we need. Like getting together and helping one another is more or less the idea.
Yes, but one of my favorite mantras is people helping people. I think that's what life's all about.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, that's how we evolved.
Yes.
That's We're a social species to begin with, and we keep ignoring that fact. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this belies our very evolution. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
So,
yeah. One of
hmm,
the things that separates us is the fact that we all get together as a big community. That we have these job opportunities, these volunteer opportunities, and the other kind of thing too is we're not a big day program. So the program in Etobicoke is probably about 12 to 15 individuals, and the one in Brampton is about 8 to 12 individuals. So there's not 40 of us in a day program because sometimes people get lost in those large numbers. We're small enough and it's such a community that you'll find our staff going to the birthday parties of our individuals, that parents all get together of the individuals and buy us Christmas gifts and all those kind of pleasantries that happen because they can tell that we care. And
because it's community based.
yes, and I think that's something that I wanted to stress about us also.
Absolutely. No, I totally like that. I actually volunteered with a fairly large institution of a similar kind, but just in one program, there must have been upwards of 35 people in the one program I volunteered in. And I mean, you start to lose names and faces at that point. I'm bad with names as it is, but you stop knowing the people themselves.
I agree completely. So that's always been our philosophy is smaller, and then we'll just find another location also. So like we've done with Etobicoke, we probably could have crammed in, like another 5 or 6 people, but we thought it would be best to just have a new location somewhere else and keep that small group setting.
No, I like that for sure because everyone knows everyone at that point.
Yes.
Cool. If listeners are looking for more information about you, how can they reach out to you?
Well, so the best way is probably email on our website is the easiest way to contact because it's unfortunately the 21st century and that's how it works sometimes. So it would be the Kevin at concordinthecity.ca. And if they were interested in the summer camp, it would be Kevin at campconcord.ca. And there you can reach me directly if you have any questions or ideas or a collaboration that people are interested in. We're always open to new ideas.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time today, Kevin.
Yes, Lily, it was wonderful chatting with you. And thank you for letting me talk about all things Concord.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, absolutely. We look forward to getting together again if we can, if you want to. When things are a little more active.
Yes. And maybe I could even bring a participant, or a participant could come on and kind of tell you from their perspective what Concord's like.
Oh, that would be cool. Cool. Good
Yeah.
idea. All right. Excellent. You've been listening to a Community Partners interview on Voices for Ability Radio. I'm your host, Lilly Cereghini. And remember, folks, stick together because we are all in this together.